Doing this evening? It is your boys back again, SOS representing. I
Con.
am Officer Yona,
And Captain Stephen.
and we are here for another 5 Monday of
Con.
nothing but this truth.
Yes, sir.
Now, this week is my class. We're picking up on part 2, and the title of the class is "Pray to be refined as Job," part 2.
Con.
Because we covered it the first part, the first 2 chapters of Job, and we left off right after all the calamity hit.
Mm-hmm.
If you was wondering, so we're gonna pick up at chapter 3. Now, mind you, just so everybody remember, the Lord gave the devil permission to do what he wanted to do to Job. He just couldn't kill him. So far, after he'd been so blessed, he lost his kids, his animals gone, 4 different things happened to him. So we're gonna pick up in chapter 3, and we're gonna figure it out, because Job was a very wealthy man, very blessed man. So, and then he lost pretty much everything in one night, one fair swoop.
Yep.
One fair swoop, everything gone.
Mm-hmm.
So pick up
And,
in
and,
chapter
uh,
3.
and I want to say this. In the same position that Job was in, Job have everything. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. When the Most High put us in through this here, and we get took, everything get taken. Will you be faithful to the Most High? Will you still praise Him? Will you still lift up His name? You still gonna keep the commandments and the law, statute, and commandments? Will you do this here like Job did, like Christ did, like all the prophets did? Will you stand? Will you stand 10 toes down when everything when Satan come and take everything from you? Will you sit there and cuss God out, or you'll sit there and give praise, all praise to the Most High?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because we're gonna remind you. I'm gonna read back from in verse 1, and we're gonna describe how Job was described. And in verse 1, it said that
Mm-hmm.
Job, that was a man, was perfect
Mm-hmm.
and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. That was the description of Job. Hold on, I gotta close this door real quick. So I've been here fighting these dogs too. Forgive me, Israel. Forgive me, Israel. You know, as a wolf, I gotta keep my wolf pack in check. Get out. Go. Gotta keep the wolf pack in check, man. Trying to interrupt class. We can't have that. We can't have that. So as I was saying, Job was a perfect man. He was an upright man, and
Mm-hmm.
one that eschewed evil. And what that meant was he kept all the laws, statutes, and commandments
Con. Con.
without fail. So
Yep.
let's jump into verse. Go ahead and start us in chapter 3.
This is Job chapter 3 and verse 1. After this, opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine up on it.
Mm. He cursed on the day of his birth.
Mm-hmm. The
He
day of his
cursed.
birth.
He ain't cursed the Lord though, did
Nope.
he? Mm-hmm. Read on.
See, see, and then the Job was cursing the day he was born.
Mm-hmm.
So Job did not do birthdays. He didn't celebrate birthday. He's
Mm.
cursing the day when he was born.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing the same way what Job is doing. Not celebrate. Okay. Verse 5. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it.
Mm.
As for that night, let darkness size upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months.
Hmm. He
Lo,
said, take it off the
go ahead.
whole calendar. He said, take it off the
Uh-huh.
whole calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He said, Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to rise up their morning.
Mm.
Keep reading.
Mm. Keep reading.
And let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day.
Okay, stop right there. My man depressed.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extensive curse of his birthday. All that to say he cursed the day that he born. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. And he
Mm-hmm.
said, let the night, let the darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come to the numbers of the month. He keep going on and on. Let that curse it curse the day. He going through, but who wouldn't? He's doing all this cursing of himself and of the day, but I haven't heard him once still mention the Lord. And we
He
reading
didn't.
all this out.
Yep.
That's why we reading all this out. He's focused on himself because he still feel he did something wrong.
Con.
But mind you, it was it him who did something wrong, or was it his kids?
His kids.
Mm. He's thinking he's being punished for his kids celebrating their birthday because after they did that, he went and made a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
We got to rewind it. He went and made a sacrifice and prayed
He
to the
thought.
Lord, saying that I think my children might have offended thee.
Mm-hmm. Teach up. Teach.
All this is connected. So, and what was they celebrating? Their
They
birthdays.
birthdays. Mm-hmm.
Now you got this man cursing the day he was born.
Mm-hmm.
Because even he know that ain't what we do. Read on.
Verse 10. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from my eyes. Why
Mm.
why died I not from the womb?
He asked, "Why I die? Why didn't I die in the womb?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I die at birth?"
That bird,
Keep
come.
going. Keep going.
Why did I not give up the goats when I came out of the belly?
Mm.
Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I shall suck?
Mm.
For now shall I have lain still and been quiet. I shall have slept then then had I been at rest.
He he cursing the day he was born. Why didn't I die in the womb, fresh out the womb?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I have milk to suckle?
Mm-hmm.
He questioning everything, but I still ain't heard him question God yet.
Nothing. Nothing. All praises.
All praises.
It said,
All praises.
verse 14 said, when kings and counselors of the earth which built this uh des- desolation place for themselves,
Mm,
or with prince that had gold, who filled their house with silver,
mm,
or as an hidden untamely burnt, I had not been as an infant which never saw light.
stillborn.
Mm-hmm.
He like I could have been a stillborn. Keep going.
It's verse 17. There, there, there the wicked cease from troubling, and there the where be at rest. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul.
Mm. My boy suffering, ain't he?
Yes, sir.
He going through it. And this goes on and on. This goes on and on to the point if we jump to verse 21.
Verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Which long which long for death, but it comes, not indeed for it, more than for hid treasure, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom God had edged in,
Mm-hmm.
edged in?
Mm-hmm.
For my sight comes before eyes eat, and my roar are poured out like the waters.
Mm.
For the things which is greatly fear is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come up unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet. Yet trouble comes.
Mm-hmm. My man going through. Read verse 4, and then we gonna jump to verse 6. Start chapter 4. We're gonna go through a little bit of that, then we're gonna jump over to verse 6 because
Verse 6.
yeah, 'cause some more keep going on. There's a lot going on with Job right now.
This is the book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 6. Is not this thy fear,
Mm.
thy confidence, thy hope, and up uprightness? righteous thy ways.
Keep going.
Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or were the righteous cut off, even as I have seen they had plowed iniquity and saw wickedness reap the same. By the blast of the blast of Yahweh they perish, and by the breath of his nostril are they consumed. The roaring of the lion and the voice of the furious,
Fierce lion.
furious, furious lion, and the teeth of the young lion are broken.
Ain't no
The
guidance.
old lion, uh-huh,
There ain't no guidance there. He don't know what to do. He feel consumed.
huh.
Read verse 12 and then we gonna jump over.
Verse 12. Now a thing was
No, I'm sorry, verse
secret.
11. I'm sorry, verse 11.
Verse 11. The old lion perished for lack of prey, and the stout lion whelps are scattered abroad. Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and my ears received a little thereof.
Okay, here we go. We finish it up.
And thou from the vision of the night, when deep sleep fall on man, fear came upon me, and troubling, which made all my bone to shake.
Now, what you think he saw in a dream that make a perfect man tremble and all his bones shake?
Mm-hmm.
He been going through one thing after another. The devil ain't let up.
Nope.
The devil has not let up on him. But what the Lord tell him, you can do whatever you want to him, right?
Yep.
Just don't take his life. All right, finish out 15, and then we're gonna jump over to
Then
chapter 6.
verse 15. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up.
Mm.
Can you read it?
Mm-hmm.
It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof, and imagine
An image.
was image, Salaki, image
Mm-hmm.
was before my eyes. There was a silence, and I heard a voice saying, "Shall mortal man be more just than God?
Mm.
Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servant, and his angels he charged with folly."
Mm. Mm. Keep going. Keep going. We're gonna read to
How much
5.
less how much less them that dwells in house of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which are crushed before the moth.
Whose voice?
They are
Who asked that question? Mind you, he said his heart shaking,
now
his
it
blood
says,
feeling.
how much less in them that dwells in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which
I'm
are crushed before the moth.
I was talking about who asked that question in verse
Oh,
17.
okay. Uh, I I think it was Job. I believe it was Job.
He said,
I might be wrong. Huh?
no, listen, he said, then a spirit passed before my face. The hair on my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An
Oh,
image was before my eyes. There was
before my eyes, right?
silence, and I heard a voice saying, shall a mortal man be more just than
Salaki.
God? Shall a
Salaki.
man, yeah, shall a man be more pure than his maker? Who would ask a question like that?
The Most High. Because it got to be a spirit. It wasn't Job.
No, but who messing with him?
The devil. Lucifer.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like he kind of upset.
Yep.
Everything I done did to you, he ain't cursed the Lord yet. Mind you, that's what he told the Lord.
Yep. He sure did.
He said, well, if you take this away from him, he'll curse you. That didn't work. That didn't work. So at the second gathering, the Lord said, well, the devil said, well, look how was Lucifer said, well, if I did this to him, I bet you he cursed you then.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work. So he been going through all this ranting, cursing the day he was born, still ain't cursed God. Satan can't. Who basically said, "Who are you to think you more pure than God?"
Mm-hmm.
He mad. He trying to tempt him. What did the devil do to our King Christ in the middle of his fast? Didn't he go ask him some strange questions somewhere?
Straight. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Now we getting to it. Now, see, this is where y'all do your homework at. See, I want y'all to read verse 5 because that's where it get interesting. If you don't know the story of Job, we've covered verse 1 through 4 so far. We have verse 5. And someone just asked a very dastardly question. Now, read verse oh, you just finished reading. Yeah, read verse 20 and 21 again.
I'm on 19. Let's see. I'm on chapter 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on verse 19.
Okay, read down to 5.
How
Read down to 5.
is it how much less in them that dwells in the house of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which are crushed before for the moth. They are destroyed from morning to even. They perish forever without any regarding it. Do not do not their exceedingly with
Excellency.
excellency which is in them go away. They die even without wisdom.
Mm. Basically saying we die like fools.
Mm-hmm.
We die like fools. We gonna jump over to 6. We go if they doing their homework, they
Well,
should know verse 5.
chapter six, chapter six.
Yeah, jump over to chapter 6. Job verse 1, chapter 6, verse 1.
Okay, this is Job chapter 6, verse 1. But Job answered and said, "Oh, that's my grief, were truly weighted, and my calamity lay in the balance together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore, my words or swelling up.
Or swallowed up.
For the swallow up, Salaki, swallow up.
Mm-hmm.
For the arrow of the Almighty are within me. The poison whereof drinking up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in a array
Against
against
me.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Against me. Is it the wild, the wild as brave when he had grass, or lowered the ox over his, was it his
His
fodder?
father. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fodder? Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg?
My man broke it down to comparing the stuff about seasoning your food.
Yep,
He said, for the arrows of the Almighty are within me. He feeling that sting.
yep,
And the poisons whereof drinketh up my spirit. And the terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. He's showing he feared the Lord.
con,
He think it's the Lord's wrath against him. And he said, can any unsavory be eaten without salt? I mean, you can't just put that meat up there, no salt, no pepper. Is there any taste? So how long? At least they've been frying eggs a long time.
yep,
Taking the yolk out, just the egg. Is there any flavor in the taste of a white of an egg? Keep reading. Read on
okay.
at verse 7. Start at
Right,
verse
okay.
7.
The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat.
Mm,
Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for.
Now he's making a prayer, right?
Hmm.
He still ain't cursed
Even that,
God yet.
he still ain't cursed. He said, even that it would please God to destroy me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off.
Mm, he
Then
prayed
shall
for his
I
own death.
yet have comfort. Yea, I would harden myself in sorrow. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One.
Mm, mm. Read on.
What is my strength that I shall hope? And what is my end that I shall prolong my life?
Mm,
If my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me, and is wisdom driven quiet quiet from me?
mm,
To to him that is afflicted, pity shall be shown from his friend, but he forsake the fear of the Almighty. My brother, have a dealt deceitful as a brook, and and as as the stream of brook, they pass away.
all right. How much stuff Job been through?
He been through a lot. He lost his
And
family.
hmm,
He lost his cattle. He lost his fortune. He lost
mm-hmm.
everything.
Now we're gonna skip all the way through that. We're gonna jump now. We're gonna jump to verse chapter 9. Because it didn't stop for a while.
Right.
Job kept going, look, and I say be refined like Job. And we reading, going through this, whether you understand it or not, all these are things that's going on with Job. And Job is steady cursing the day he was born. It got so bad, he asked the Lord, and to grant me my one wish, he asked to get his own life took. Just kill me. And that's the one thing, but he still ain't did what Satan said he was gonna do. Still ain't cursed the Lord, turned his back on him. I ain't heard you ain't seen him stop a high holy day yet, have we?
Nope.
I know I skipped chapter 2, but I read it. I don't remember him do anything like that. But we're gonna jump to chapter 9 and read verse 21. Because now we're getting to the point of this lesson.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 21. Though thou our word perfect, yet thou our word perfect, yet would I not know my soul. I would despise my life.
Read that again from the top, because he something hit him.
Though though our word perfect.
Though I were perfect. So Job know he was perfect. He ain't broke no laws. The Lord, I said, I want to be praised. The Lord praised Job himself, saying he was a perfect man. Read on.
See, yet would I not know my soul. I would despise my life. This is one thing, therefore I say it. He destroyed the perfect and the wicked.
He do what?
He destroyed, he said this is one thing, therefore I say it. He destroyed the perfect and the wicked.
All right, stop right there. All this reading we've been doing, everything from when we started part 1, this is where it comes to right here. Read verse 22 one more time, because we've got to make sure everybody understand this.
This is one thing, therefore I say it. He destroyed the perfect and the wicked.
You gonna go through something. Whether you feel you perfect, because you can be perfect in the law. Job was perfect in the law and still lost everything. But here's the key: remain perfect. That's what I mean by be refined. Because it's easy when everything is going great, you keeping the law, everything is all gravy. What about when the crap really hit the fan? Are you still gonna buckle down and keep the law and praise the Lord? Do you got that kind of dog in you? And again, we did all that reading. You can curse the day you was born. He put some mighty curses on his birthday, the day he was born, coming out the womb, but he ain't forsake God, not the mighty Yah, not one time. Keep reading. Give me verse 23.
Verse 23. If the scourge, slay suddenly. He will laugh at the trial of the innocent.
Mm.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The cover he covered the face of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Now that's one of our precepts right there that
Mm-hmm.
come out of Job. So again, he said the scourges slay suddenly, and he will laugh at the trial of the innocent. How many innocent brothers and sisters have we that we know went to jail just because they fit the description?
A lot of
And the scourge who really did it sitting there right across the street laughing as they put the
mm-hmm.
wrong person in handcuffs.
Yep.
He laughing. He didn't kill somebody around the corner in the dark alley. The the corner store guy fit the description. He going to jail for murder. He over there chuckling. He get to go home with his family and stuff that night. And who's the ones judging these people? Are they really being fair with the judgments? Or they just need their conviction numbers up because we got to remember jails are privatized now. Jails are suing states and cities because their numbers are low. They're not sending them enough bodies. So they can sue the state. You cattle. We cash cattle. Just like slavery. Ain't nothing changed. But how do we stay out that system? How do we stay off the meat market? We got to keep these law, statutes, and commandments
Bring it out. Bring it out.
and fight hard. And even then, that's why I had to bring this out. You still might not say, because he said he destroy even the perfect. Because sometimes you might have to go through that to get to where we are. I know I've been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
I know my brother been to jail. You have to go through certain things in life to refine you because once you go through those trials, what did you do in the trial? Did you go deeper into sin or were you looking for a way out? Because the only person who made their way out and found the law can guide someone else who's doing the same thing they used to do up out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be that extended, that branch, that olive branch, I should say, that hand that ain't scared to go down to the deepest, darkest, ugliest part of the block. Why? We've been there before. We gonna have our moments like Job where we cursing our lives. Like, man, well, I wasn't born for this. We've all had that doubt. But we gotta stay true to this law. Keep our faith in the Lord. You can doubt what you want to do, but never doubt the Lord. You got any precepts, anything you want to add in there?
No, officers. Hey, I'm gonna let you do the teaching today. You own to
You
something.
know, you know, because we all know in the end, Job did what? Job got everything back, didn't
Yeah, got everything back.
he? See, we ain't got time to just go through the whole story, but Job went through some horrific things, horrific losses,
Mm-hmm.
and
But you know
everything.
what? And you know what though? But Job did not curse the Most High God out.
Mm,
The devil took everything from him. I want to ask a brother or sister who listen to this. If
mm-hmm,
if 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 if, if Satan come and take everything from you, from your children, from all the way down, took
mm.
everything, will you still be faithful? Will you still serve the Most High?
Mm.
This is a serious question because be honest. The Most High know the truth. He knows who will go through this and pass it, and he know those that will go through it will not pass it.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that what Job did is an example. Just like Christ set example, Job set example how to be strong when you take when Satan take everything from you. He didn't curse the Most High. He didn't do none of them things, but he cursed his the day when he was born. Because in Job's mind, he thinking like, man, my children messed up. That's why I'm going through this here. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. See what I'm saying? So any trial and tribulation you're going through, believe me, the Most High allowing these things to happen. He was just trying to see if you're going to pass it. You're going to give him glory. You're going to give him honor. Because he said, acknowledge what Proverbs 3 and chapter 3
all
verse.
things.
And he'll say, he said, acknowledge him in all thy ways. That's what Job did. Acknowledge the Most High in all his way when he was up and when he was down.
That's right.
And I yield on that, officer.
Now look, jump over to Job 21 and 19. We're gonna cover a few more topics of what Job goes through.
21 in verse 19.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 19. Yahweh laid up his iniquity for his children. He reward him, and he shall know it.
He said he lay up his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it. What that I mean, you ain't gonna be no question who doing it to you. The Lord, you gonna know when the Lord dealing with you and when he ain't. Read on.
His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure had he in his house after him? When the number of his months is cut off in the midst, shall any teach God knowledge? Seeing his judge those that are high, one died in his full strength, being wily,
holy,
and eat and quiet.
Now let's unpack that. This is the question. He said, for what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? That's deep right there. Shall any teach God knowledge? What you gonna teach God? Somebody just died. What pleasure he got after him, and when his number, his months have been cut off in the midst? Seeing he judges those that are high. I mean, he judges those in the higher places than we ever be. One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet, meaning you can just be struck down at any time. Full strength. When nothing wrong with you, you just die. Being wholly at ease and quiet. Read on, verse 24.
His breath His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are what's that? Miss
Moistened.
moist, moisture, moist.
Mm-hmm. His bones are
Wait,
moistened.
okay, wait a minute. I jumped. Okay, moist with marrow, and another died in the bitterness of his soul, and never eaten with pleasure.
Mm. Never enjoyed a good meal.
No,
Read 26.
they shall lie down a light in the dust, and the worms shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the device which ye wrongful uh, image
Imagine against me.
imagine against me.
Mm-hmm.
For ye say, where is the house of the prince, and where are the dwelling place of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way,
Mm.
and do ye not know their token? That's the
He
wicked.
said, "What's they token?" He said, "Don't you?"
Yep.
He talking about their money. Don't you know their money?
Mm-hmm.
You done took their money. We gonna jump down to 22. Chapter start 22, and we gonna stop right there. We gonna
22
read
what?
uh Job 22. We're gonna read down to verse 6, and then we're gonna pause and pick this up for part 3, the final part. I guess in 2 weeks, because your class is next week.
Yep.
Because I want to at least get to chapter 22, because these same people, now these is advisors. We've read these names that's about to come out 4 times already. Each time these are asking them questions, or they telling them something horrible. So we're gonna do 22, and we're gonna read down to what verse did I say?
6.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
We'll read down to verse 8. We'll read all the way to verse 8.
This is the book of Job, chapter 22 and verse 1. Then Elias the termite, term, termine,
Temanite.
terminite
Mm-hmm.
answered and said, can a man be profitable unto God, as he that is wise may be profitable unto himself?
Mm.
It, is it any pleasure to the Almighty that thou art righteous, or is it again to him that thou makest thy way perfect? Will he reprove thee for fear of thee? Will he enter with these into judgment? Is not thy wickedness is great, and thine iniquity is infinity, in yeah,
Infinite.
infant is in infant slack. For thou hast taken a pledge from thy brother for now, and stripped the naked of their clothing. Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink, and thou hast withhold bread from the hunger. But as for the mighty man, he had the earth, and the honorable man dwells in it.
Mm. Now we're gonna pause. We're gonna pick that back up there. But that was a lot right there. He Now, why the question is, why are they asking him this? Why are they asking? There's no pleasure. He down so bad right now. He's probably looking for his reward because he ain't got his stuff back yet.
Not yet. Nah.
he ain't got his stuff back yet. But I'm gonna give, when we go back here, we're gonna start at verse 9, and then we're gonna jump over to verse 23. But I want to reread just to give you a little hint on how strong my boy Job was. In 23 and 12, he says, "Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food." Just as we roll on, because we're gonna finish up in round 3, because he gonna get his stuff back. But we watched this man lose his family, his farm, his land, his money. He ready to. He asking God. He won't kill himself, but he didn't ask God to take his life. Still ain't cursed him, but the fact that he said what I just read in verse 23 and 12, never. I'm gonna read it one more time before we go. He says, "Neither have I gone back from his commandments of his lips. Have I esteemed," he said, "I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food." I mean, he was fasting. He was keeping true to his word. He wasn't even eating. Keeping the law was more important than his necessary food. Not the food that he wanted. He said his necessary food.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Job is it's long. You got to bear with it. If you don't understand some of the words that's in it or what's going on, ask somebody. Hey, Google's a powerful tool too, because it's just like a movie. If you don't understand the characters, how you gonna understand the movie? And the main character, of course, the star of the show is Job. But you got to understand the beginning that the Lord praised Job and brought Job to Satan's attention. And then Satan had the nerve to say his fear of you is for nothing because you got all these walls up protecting him. Of course, he has no reason not to. He ain't gonna curse you. Lord said, "All right, do what you want to him. I know my servant. He gonna praise me at all times." Satan messed with him. That didn't work. Second gathering, when the sons of God gathered again, the Lord asked him about him again, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, he ain't fold under that pressure. But I bet you if you let me do this to him, I get him to curse your name. Ain't nothing worked yet." And we know we cover what he lost. So next in 2 weeks we're gonna go back. We're gonna cover everything he had. We're gonna cover what he lost, and then we're gonna jump to what he got back and
Con.
what it was he got back, because he had a lot in the beginning. Let's see what he gets back for his trouble. Any closing words you want to say? Because I know a lot of our people are struggling right now, and I think that's why I like to go through Job right now, because especially for my brothers and sisters still caught in this paganism.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all out here worried about trying to please people for one day. For one day when you work and get extorted and oppressed 365 days a year, and you worried about this one day. I'm gonna let the world in a little secret. You can have turkey, candy yams, cabbage, and green any time of the year. You think turkey is cheaper right now. I bet you turkey is the cheapest thing you'll ever see in the month of June. They sell turkey, whole turkeys all year round.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, it's called Sunday dinner, like Big Mama and them used to have. If you want just a family gathering, because a lot of say, oh, we don't celebrate it, we just do it to gather people. No, you celebrating genocide. You ain't got to do it on this day.
On that date, yeah.
Ain't no skirting around it. Either you a partaker of the fake holidays or you not. Because our Lord, every high holy day is pretty much 7 days. Why are you worried about day one? Get your time together and do like we do. We plan. We know we're going camping. We're gonna take a certain amount of days off if we can. If we got it. Sometimes things happen. We know. Children get sick. You might not have the PTO, but some way, form, or fashion, we make it out there. But I just want you to know you can bake a sweet potato pie in April, okay? You
You
ain't
can
got
make
to wait.
and you can
Yeah,
make cakes in May, June, July,
yeah,
August, September,
yeah.
anytime.
Look, look. We make macaroni and cheese all year round. It ain't got to be specially. I know some people who
Exactly.
I ain't making no macaroni and cheese till Thanksgiving. Why? And they delicious. Why do I gotta wait till November to get some candy yams?
Right.
They'll make sweet potato, but no, I like candy yams. Why I gotta wait? Eh, We make collard greens all year round.
Collard greens.
I eat collard greens, fried cabbage. We can eat this stuff all year round. Cornbread. These are things we eat on our normal Sunday dinner. Stop waiting till November to get your family together.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
stop doing this tradition. That's all it is, a tradition. We was
You
we
know,
was we was we was born into this here. It passed it on down to generation to generation.
and
Stop
if
it.
and if you want to do it, save that for do it on the Feast of Tabernacles. Get together,
Exactly.
deep fry turkey right there. Make you some candy. It's a feast day. That
Exactly.
same that same Thanksgiving menu, we can eat that on any high holy day if that's what you want to eat. But at
Exactly.
least at least do it in the name of the Lord,
Yep.
not for no paganism. I would love a sweet potato pie at the Feast of Tabernacle. Don't that sound good to you?
It sound good.
A
And a
pecan
pecan
pie,
pie.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pecan pie, apple pie, and some ice cream
Yep.
while we sitting out there by the lake.
Hmm.
Yeah, sound good, don't it? Yeah.
And
We
that's
could.
why and that's why we need to come up out of Babylon. We need the Most High told us to come up out of Babylon.
Mm,
Don't do what they do. Don't do what they say that this law here. We bring out man law is a bunch of crap.
mm.
It's crap.
Look.
God law, God the Most High God law is eternity, and is pure.
Mhm. And look, on
And
our new moons, we ain't gotta wait till 4th of July to have no barbecue.
no.
If brothers come together, get the camp, we can all get us some beef ribs, some
Hmm.
brisket. We can smoke us some brisket and some ribs and have a good cookout because we supposed to have a burnt offering.
Hmm.
We can get together and have a good time. We ain't got to. We got our own holidays if we want to do these things.
You're right. And and
That's
and, and, and and another thing, my brothers and sisters, if we just gather ourselves together, like the Most High told us to do, don't don't worry about the Edomite, don't worry about the Hamite, don't worry about nobody else
mm,
but us, and do what the Most High tell us to do. This place gonna go. This place will man, the Most High will make this place fall right in front of our eyes.
mm,
See, right now, he just doing it piece by piece because he see his children still lingering with Babylon.
mm.
But that's soon that right there the time gonna be up on that too. Grace period gonna be up on that too. So it's
Yeah.
time for us to come together as as the Most High told us to gather ourselves together. Don't worry about, don't depend on them. We need to depend on the Most High. That's
Con,
what that's what we lacked at. Depending on the Most High.
con, con. So I ain't got nothing else to say. Shout out to SUC. I miss my brothers. I can't wait to get back out there with y'all. Don't worry. The wolf will be back on the prowl. So I'm
Come,
gonna keep putting my brick in every way we can. Shout out to all the brothers out here teaching and
come,
bidding our brothers and sisters back to the marriage.
come,
Cap,
come,
anything you want?
come. Hey, and I just wanted to give shout out to all the brothers who's faithful to the Most High. I don't care what went in your life, you stay faithful to the Most High. That's the key.
Con,
You know what I'm saying? And I just want to give your honor and blessing for that, for doing that for to the Most High. And the Most High gonna bless you for doing that.
con.
So
Hey, with that, Shalom, Israel. We love you, my brothers
Shalom
and
Israel.
sisters. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Shalom.
Shalom.